This is Mount Victory Road, and we're going to go for a quick drive up to Mackenzie Falls, see how much water there is. Graham used to come down here on his bike when he was a young man, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
He can't talk because he's busy.
About every third weekend.
Oh, every third weekend. That sounds like a lot of fun. Did you stack it anywhere?
Nope.
Very good. He's currently stuffing himself with a big banana flavoured ice cream that's stinking out the car.
Flat rock there, Elephant's Hide.
Look how beautiful that is lit up in the sun. Did you call it, say it was Elephant's Hide and Flat Rock? Okay. Looks golden.
Camera might have fingerprints on it.
So just on this road up here, I'm just looking down at the map. It says Splitters Falls, Wonderland Park and Grand Canyon. So they are all walks that you can do, and they'll be coming up quite soon. I think you can do these walks from town itself. It's hard to show you what's on the left hand side, but it's fairly magnificent. Okay, so if you continue, it looks like some of the walks, 2.7 k's back to Hall's Gap. So some of the walks started there. So there's two ways of doing Mackenzie's Falls. You can either drive up to the top where the lookout is, which is just pretty much off this type of main road, or you can climb down to the bottom of it. I don't know how many steps there are, there's quite a lot, and I remember them being on maybe 3 levels before you actually get down to the bottom. So if you're not too keen on steps, you could go part of the way. You still get a really good view of the falls, but this one here that we're going to now, because it's late in the day, we should be able to look directly at it, and we'll also know whether or not it's gushing or it isn't. It looks a bit wet out here, just looking at the roads. There's water on the roads, and it smells like a forest out here. Just going to keep the camera rolling for a bit because it is a nice road. And if you are a keen motorbiker or cycler, really, it's a nice road to take. It's 20 past 3 and we're not on Tassie time anymore in terms of having the daylight until 9:30, although they would have wound their clocks back here too, so I think it would be on par. We're definitely spring campers for that very reason. It gives us a lot more hours in the day to do things later on in the day, rather than having to get up with the birds, which incidentally did not wake us up this morning. We expected a cacophony, but we didn't get it. How lovely is this drive? found our picnic area and Silverband Falls. Oh, we've been to that one, the Silverband Falls. Maybe we can go for a walk there. I think we've seen it when it was actually falling, and also seen it when it's been relatively dry. So you just pull over here into the left to access the Silverband Falls. I think it's about maybe a kilometre walking or something like that. It wasn't big.
Not very much.
It was interesting though, because you can walk straight up to where the water falls onto the ground.
It disappears underground.
They were blinded by the sun. I'm not even going to comment about what I'm looking at in the sky.
We're in Tassie again.
Wish.
Except the road's a bit wider. Beautiful condition.
Yeah, the roads are quite magnificent. I was just saying to Graham earlier how in good nick these roads are. Trying not to blind everyone here. Pretty hard. The sun's coming through the trees. This road here is called Mount Difficult Road. And there was a little roundabout there, so it's probably the only opportunity you've got to turn around and go back the other way if you don't want to be on this road anymore. Otherwise there's no room for any manoeuvring at all. So I've just jumped out the car and we've decided we're going to check out Barocca Lookout. So there's a decent size area to park your car in here. Let's go. Okay, there's a lookout on this path here and this one over here, so let's go down here. I'm hoping it's not going to be too windy. The wind's just started to come up now and it does look a bit overcast, but it is actually overcast. Looks smoky. We're so high, I'm not going to the edge. That's the dam over there in the distance. Unfortunately, it's very almost smoggy. I wonder if we can see Lake Lonsdale. Is that Lake Lonsdale over there?
Yeah, it's a bit too close.
The one on the far left.
Way up there. And that's our rat over there with the windmills.
You can only just see. Okay, I'm going to look at the other lookout now. I like this colour. Even though most of the tree is dead, it still has a great colour to it. This lookout's just on the right hand side of the other lookout. It looks to be quite cantilevered. Eek. Might hand the phone over to Graham, I think. And if you're feeling fit and healthy, it's a 2-hour walk and it'll take you to Hall's Gap. But if you've driven up here, that's going to be a problem. Someone really needs to drop you off. Otherwise you've got to get back up here to collect your car. Looks like a really lovely walk though. Some floweries out here. I'm just going to quickly read what it says about this area out here. Welcome to the Grampians National Park, famous for its rugged mountain peaks, spectacular scenery, seasonal waterfalls and ancient Aboriginal rock art. The Grampians is one of Australia's most unique national parks and is home to over 1,000 species of flowering plants, some of which are only found here. Kangaroos, emus, echidnas abound, and there are hundreds of species of birds. Common species include kookaburras, currawongs, they're the ones that look like magpies and crows, fairy wrens and the mighty wedge-tailed eagle. And so basically they say there's many recreational activities including bushwalking, camping, mountain biking and rock climbing. Scenic views are easily accessible by car and the park has a great selection of four-wheel driving opportunities. So lots to do at the Grampians. Right, let's go and see if we can find these falls. And just in the car park area there are these toilets. Right, we've come back onto Mount Victory Road, and we're going to see if we can see the waterfall from up here. Rapidly losing the light though. Reeds, look out, the balconies. Turn off to the right. The balconies.
That's the thing that looks like this.
That's the sign that tell you to turn right. There's Lake Wartook. Oh, there's a baby wallaby or something.
No parking. I might have stopped that. Over here. Ooh, there's...
Yes, but you can't. So there's a turnaround bay called Zumsteins coming up because we couldn't actually pull over where we've previously pulled over because it's been blocked off. So we were hoping to be able to look down to see how much water is flowing in the falls. But so pretty much once you commit to coming on this road, I think you've only got maybe 2 opportunities to turn around. One would be pretty much in the first 8 minutes, and after that you've got a long way to go to turn around again, and then you're just going to be in Horsham, so you've got no opportunities at all. And there's a few pullover bays, but you can't do U-turns on them, and a lot of them are in a corner, so that would be just asking for trouble if you even attempted to do that. Lots of twisty, bendy, wiggly, windy roads here.
Had all the pine trees, but they cut them down because they said, oh, that's naughty.
Graham's talking about this place, Zumsteins, that we're heading to. He said you used to be able to camp down here. We'll soon find out.
Which way?
So here it is, Zumsteins National Park. Doesn't look like anyone's camping down here. So we're here at Zumsteins picnic area and discovered that Mackenzie Falls is actually closed for construction until the end of May. Just going to go and walk over to the beginning of the footpath, or the track should I say. I'll just look at this first too. Oh, it smells beautiful down here. It smells like Christmas trees. So they're saying that throughout the park there are campgrounds and picnic areas in various settings. All campgrounds have toilets, fireplaces and picnic tables. Sites are available for most of the year. Yada yada yada. That's the cultural centre. That would have been the falls we were going to go and see. A little bit of a map. Alright, let's go and see what this does. So these are the walks you can currently do. 4.6 k's to the Barong Junction, Corinda. 10.5 to Wartok Valley Trailhead. And then just 1 kilometre ahead is a historic area. Fish Falls 2.3 k's to the right. And Mackenzie Falls 3.7 to the right, but it's closed. There's a little bridge over here, so let's go check that out. Oh, this bridge is wobbling. Eek. This is a historic walk here. The Zumsteins is the legacy of Walter and Jean Zumstein, who built and loved this place, sharing its beauty and rustic charm with all who visited. They were a gentle and genial couple who had a unique view of life, a generosity of spirit and deep-seated love of nature. Walter was described as a generous, gentle giant who people young and old adored. In many ways, Walter, Jean, and their daughter Jeannie were an integral part of the attraction of Zumsteins, a place that became synonymous with its hosts.
The swimming pool is still here.
I'm going to stop this video now because it's nearly 30 minutes, and then I'm going to restart it, and we'll just start from Zumsteins. Bye!